For years, you've been able to catch me chatting with callers and reading letters from listeners right here on my YouTube channel. Starting now, you'll be able to watch a full hour of my preaching, teaching, and nagging every Friday at 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern. The Dr. Laura Hour on YouTube is my new weekly show. Enjoy my commentary, conversations, and woohoo-worthy moments every Friday right here on youtube.com/Dr. Laura. Now, be sure to subscribe, set that notification bell, and share Dr. Laura on YouTube with a friend or anybody. If you just want to do good by the people that you're knowing and seeing, you do it anonymously. Then there are no expectations.
Dr. Laura is on right now.
All righty. Want to start with a quickie. And to send me a quickie, it's quickie at drlaura.com. So here it is. Dr. Laura, I'm in my late 60s, divorced a long time ago, a few kids, a few grandkids, that's specific, a few former girlfriends. Whether they are family members, business partners, or tenants, it seems that when I am generous with my time, money, or services that I can perform to help out, it doesn't end well. I know there are complications to each case and each recipient, the common denominator being me turned on or disrespectfully turned on. I mean, turned against. He wrote turned on, but it's turned against. He didn't mean he was feeling sexy, okay? Or disrespectfully treated. I am seeking to know why I have a desire to give and help. Yes, I have the time and the means, and I think why not assist? Number 2, is there something in human nature that turns on a giving hand? Mark Twain once said that what separates dogs from men, dogs do not bite the hand that feeds them. Well, sometimes they do, actually. Okay. Charity, the ultimate in charity, is to give anonymously. Did you know that? Yes. Expecting nothing in return is one of the cornerstones of actual charity. Expecting nothing in return. So, this gentleman's generosity in situations where there's mixed intent. A tenant who owes him rent. A girlfriend. Sex and time. And whoever else. There is an expectation on one or both parts that you're going to be treated a certain way, that you do this and you'll be liked, that you'll do this and people will be kind to you. Situations that are not reciprocal, where there is a power difference, like with a tenant, where there is a power difference, 1 or 2 nice, generous motions is usually accepted with graciousness. After that, it begins to feel manipulative, controlling, and people feel they have to give you something back. And when people feel that they have to give you something back, it's usually when it gets scrunchy. So if somebody asks for a favor and it's a reasonable one, and this is a person where there has been some reciprocity in kindness, okay. But generally speaking, if you just want to do good by the people that you're knowing and seeing, you do it anonymously. Then there are no expectations. Either way. But when we give and take care, because I've heard so many times on the show, well, I paid this bill for them. Well, I paid their loan, or I did this, or I did that. There's usually and look what I got back. So generally there is some expectation. And then when that frustration shows itself even in a tiny way, that's when the dog bites. My number, 1-800-375-2872. Steve, welcome to the program.
Hey, Laura. Thanks for taking my call.
You're welcome.
So yeah, do you want me to get started? I guess
Yeah.
I told your guy on the phone that when I was, just to be real quick about it, when I was 19, my mother came to me and told me that my father that I grew up with was not actually my biological father, because it was kind of one of those surprising days. I didn't really think much of it at all at the time. I still don't think too much of it. I mean, I could literally go the rest of my life without having any contact with them. I had never heard from them since. And this was 2002. But my question is, I've just been I wouldn't say lost, but just my direction in my life. I've never really felt like I've been really solid in that. I've been successful in my career and everything. I have 2 kids of my own, no issues at all because of this. But my question is, and your advice is, I mean, should I reach out to this family? I mean, would it tie in?
I'm sorry, reach out to what family? What are you talking about?
That side of the family. That side of the family where that.
What side?
Where my biological.
You mean your mother screwed some dude? This is not another side of a family. Your mother had an affair, or she had a quickie, or a one night. I mean, where'd this guy come from?
This was before. I mean, this was 1979.
I'm sorry, don't give me numbers, sir. Was she married to your father when she got knocked up with you?
No, this was before.
So how is it? So your dad, who raised you, knew his wife was knocked up by some other guy and still married her and raised you?
I would fully assume that is the case.
So when she told, whoa, woohoo! You didn't ask any questions. Mom, was this a one-night stand? Mom, did Dad know about this? Mom, who were you naughty with? Mom, why are you telling me this now, to hurt the relationship between me and Dad? What's your motive here, Mom? I mean, there are so many questions. But some guy nailed your mother. She kept it a secret and then told you, which was outrageous and hurtful and destructive. And what you're worried about is that there's a whole bunch of people there associated with the guy who knocked up your mother. Oh, my God, and you're calling them family.
Okay, I mean, not necessarily, but I mean, I'm curious to know. I mean, yeah,
you're calling them. They're just people who are associated with some guy who knocked up your mother. Do you understand what I'm saying? This is not your family over there. It's not the other side of your family. This is not a guy who ever cared about you.
I agree. Bad choice of words then, but I haven't cared, to your point. I have not cared all these years.
Yeah.
I'm just curious now more than anything. I mean, I kind of think about it more and more.
Okay, you're curious about the guy who got it up and knocked up your mother. You're curious about an act of sex. Your life must be a little boring.
It must be. Yeah, I mean, I guess so. It sounds like your advice is, who cares? Don't just let it go.
I didn't say who cares. I didn't say let it go. I didn't do any of that. That's you talking to yourself. Okay. I said, isn't it extraordinary that you called people related to a guy who knocked up your mother and didn't care at all about you to this day family?
Bad choice of words. You're right.
No, words matter. You're looking for something, you're looking for some mystery, something better. So you're not satisfied in your life. You're looking for a mystery, something better. There's a whole side of the family, the other side of the family for me. You're looking for something. So something else is missing from your life, and you're using this as a way to find it and add something to your life to fill a space that's feeling empty.
I don't know what that space could be, but yeah, I mean, you probably know better than I do on this side of it.
Yeah. You're needing something, and this is a quick and dirty way to have excitement, and other side of a family that would fill you up. So your job is to think about how you got emptied out. And if you want to pursue that another time, give me a call back. My number, 1-800-375-2872. Kristen, welcome to the program.
Hi, Dr. Laura. Thank you for taking my call.
My pleasure.
Should I get right into it?
That would help.
So, guess I got to ask the question. My son has been dating a gal, now his wife, since high school. Probably about 8 years. They lived together for a couple of years.
Back up a little bit. Were you married? Were you divorced? Do you have other kids? Give me a bigger picture.
My husband and I have been married for, I think, 38 years. I have an older daughter who's 33, and this is my younger boy who's 28 now. They decided to elope. They had a small courthouse wedding, which they didn't want us to come to, but they said we could come down and drive 4 hours and take them to dinner, but that was it, which we declined to do. And
why did you decline to do it?
That's what I'm wondering. Should we have gone?
I didn't. Ma'am, did you hear that I actually asked a question? I said, why did you decline to do it? That was a question.
We weren't invited to the wedding, and
there wasn't a wedding. There wasn't a wedding. They went to a courthouse. That wasn't a wedding.
Yeah.
She wasn't in a white gown.
Yeah.
And they saved her family a lot of money.
Her wedding dress because, I'm just. They're upset with us now because we haven't.
Yeah,
been
but you haven't. You were upset with them.
Yes.
Now, what was your relationship? What was your relationship with them that she didn't want you at the courthouse?
We're very close. I think her family was super dysfunctional growing up. And
why did she not want you at the courthouse? Why did your son not want you at the courthouse?
I'm not sure. I think it's her family history.
You don't have to. You don't have to think when you ask questions. When your son says, we're at the courthouse, we don't want you here, but you can come down, and you get, hey, son, how come you don't want us at the courthouse? It's called asking a question, as opposed to when you're asked, you go, I think it was, and then you come up with some story which may have no relevance at all. So you didn't want to go down there.
We want to be alone.
Yeah, okay.
We want to be alone.
He didn't want to be alone, but not for dinner. Okay. All right.
Yeah, I know. That now we're at the point where we don't know what to do. Do we offer to take them to dinner to celebrate? Celebrate their wedding?
If that'll make her happy, sure.
I don't know. Yeah. I don't think that will make her happy, honestly.
Well, it won't make her sad. And it would inch you a little.
True.
It would, yes. If it won't make her sad, that's a good thing. If it won't make her mad, that's a good thing. Taking her to a nice dinner certainly wouldn't make her angry. So be nice so that when the grandkids come, you may have a chance to know them. Just a thought.
Got it.
Yeah. My number, 1-800. Man, there's just, I've done this for over 50 years now, and I'm just stunned at the increased level of total chaos there is. My number, 1-800-375-2872. Patty, welcome to the program.
Yes. Hi, Dr. Laura.
Hi.
I would like to say that I've been, hi. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. How can I help?
Okay. I'm 74, and my husband's 82. We've been married 47 years.
Wow.
We moved from California to Texas 4.5 years ago to be with our only daughter at this time, and her 2 small children who are now getting older. My husband does not like Texas, and he would like to move. I'm very close with my daughter. The kids are getting older, and I don't know if I should make
I would assume if they don't die, they're going to get older. It's strange that you keep repeating that. So I don't know what the
Okay.
alternative was, but
Okay.
how old are they now?
Okay. 10 and 6, and I adore them. I did take care of them when they were younger. That's why we came here to help out. However, my husband and my son-in-law, they're cordial, but they don't really mesh.
What does meshing mean?
No warm fuzzies. He's not close with his family. I think,
You know,
he's
whoa,
appreciative.
whoa. They don't have to like each other. They just have to be polite and nice.
Yeah, they are.
Good.
They are.
That's baseline. You can't assume everybody's going to be warm and mushy.
Okay, I got that.
But as long as people
But
are
my
respectful and polite, that's fabulous.
Uh-huh.
So where does your
Okay.
husband want to go? What state does he want to go to?
Well, we would love to go back to California, but we can't afford it. I mean, we sold our house.
Please don't give me answers that you can't do.
Okay.
Give me an answer that you can
He would
do.
he would like to go to a suburb of Las Vegas that's very much like Palm Springs.
Mm-hmm.
There's more to do there. This is very isolating in Texas where we are. We're in Austin.
Mm-hmm.
And
I thought Austin
we're
had a
both
lot
just
of activity.
not really. They have a downtown, but it's really a kid's town and a college town.
I see. Okay, so what is your question for
The
me?
average age.
What is your question for me?
Should I make my husband happy and move away from my family?
That's up to you. That's a choice.
Oh, okay.
That's a personal
Hard to do.
choice. You can't. Everything is
Yeah.
hard to do. It's a personal choice.
Yeah. Okay.
You have to sit and weigh it.
All right.
Is he going to move there if you don't move? Is he going to leave you?
No.
So if you say,
Oh, no.
I don't
No.
want to move because I want to be near family, what's he going to do?
He respects that. But I feel bad. He's 82.
Mm-hmm.
And he would love to have more restaurants and outdoor activity. And, you know, I'm crazy about the farmer's market there, but I think it would be very sad not to see my grandchildren on a regular basis.
He doesn't have that same motivation toward the grandkids?
Not now. They're getting older, and he's a bit bored here. He lights
you know
up
what?
when we go to visit.
You know what? He can
Yeah.
figure it out.
Huh.
Texas is a big state.
Okay.
Austin is close to other cities. If this is all about him being
That's
bored, just do more research on the activities he likes and where he could entertain himself to
Okay.
do those things.
This is the best advice. You did help me.
Good.
'Cause
I'm pleased you felt that way. My number, 1-800-375-2872. We can't solve the family problem, but we can solve the board problem. You know? Board problem requires more knowledge and activities and putting oneself out. If we leave the family, we leave. All right. Got 3 lines open now. 1-800-375-2872. Isabella, welcome to the program.
Hello, Dr. Laura. I'm so nervous.
It's all right. It'll pass in a moment.
Okay. Thank you. Dr. Laura, I'm calling because my husband is mentally ill. He has been diagnosed, hospitalized, he's medicated, and he sees his psychiatrist regularly. And
What is
I
he
have been
mentally
shielding
ill with? What's the diagnosis?
It's personality disorder, bipolar 2.
Okay.
So it's difficult sometimes because we have children. They're 16 and 19, and I've been trying to shield them from the knowledge. I'm so sorry.
Okay, stop. Stop. Just stop for a moment. I don't understand what you just said. You can't shield them from his behavior. Ma'am, be quiet and listen for a moment, okay? Take some breaths. Did you just have the kids 2 days ago?
No.
No. That means they've been living with the two of you their whole lives. Is that correct?
Yes.
They don't have to know a diagnosis by its name to have experienced his behavior. So you can't shield them from his behavior. You never could. You don't, and you never will, because his behavior is right there for them to experience. That it now has a name doesn't change their lives. Your kids' lives are not changed by a name. They already have spent their entire lives dealing with his mental problems. It's too late to shield them from anything.
The question, that's right. But should I tell them that your father is mentally ill? Because I don't want to, but my therapist and everybody else.
Let me go through this again.
But
They've spent their whole life.
Okay.
Ma'am,
okay.
I don't know why I'm not getting, let me try it again. They've spent their whole lives with him. They know his behavior. They've experienced it. They're dealing with it all the time.
Okay.
It's no surprise to them. His behavior is no surprise to them. Do you understand that?
I do.
Are you sure?
I do.
Because you're acting like you think you're protecting them, and it's way too late. It's their whole lifetimes too late to protect them. Do you understand that?
I do.
Okay. I think it is very important to take them into his psychiatrist with him there and you there to discuss the fact that his behaviors have a reason that has nothing to do with his love for them or their value. Kids look at parental behavior toward them and imagine that it would be different if the kids were more lovable, smarter, more good at sports, whatever. So it's important that your children understand that his behavior is something in his head and it has nothing to do with how wonderful they are. That's why it's important that you finally sit with them. Could have been done years ago, but right now is an opportunity to relieve them of the worry that dad behaves towards them in a certain way because they're not good enough.
Got it. I wrote it down.
Okay. Good.
Can I say one thing? A big thank you from my daughter. She's 15, almost 16. She'll be 16 in a few days. She asked me to call you, Dr. Laura, because she has learned that she will never shack up, that she won't put herself on a pedestal, and she will never put her child in daycare, as I never have. And she's really adamant about it, and she really insisted that I call you. So I am calling you, and I'm giving you thanks for myself and from her. You've changed my little girl's life because all around her, everybody's shacking up.
That's the truth. Okay, so what I'd like to do, if it's okay with you, is I'd like to put you on hold so we can get your address so I can send your daughter some goodies from the program here, okay?
Thank you so much, Dr. Laura. I really appreciate it.
Okay. Thank you very much, and I'm put you on hold now. Good. We're going to take a break. 1-800-375-2872. I'll be right back. Download the Dr. Laura Call of the Day and Dr. Laura's Deep Dive podcasts on my website, drlaura.com, the SiriusXM app, or wherever you listen to podcasts. Seeing fine lines and wrinkles creeping across your face? Oh, that's no day at the beach. Let Vibrant Super C Serum bring back your healthy glow. Brighter, firmer, smoother. I'm so happy I discovered Super C Serum. It outshines other more expensive products I've tried. Vibrant Super C Serum is made with the highest quality vitamin C, high hyaluronic acid, and vitamins B5 and E. Bursting with a citrusy scent, it hydrates, smooths, tones, and even helps fade the look of dark spots. So simplify your skincare routine. Let Super C Serum replace your day cream, eye cream, night cream, neck cream, wrinkle creams. If you don't find it better than your current regimen, they'll give you a refund within a full year of your purchase. So go to Vibrance.com/Dr. Laura to save up to 37% off and get free shipping. That's Vibrance, Vibrance, Vibriance.com/Dr. Laura. Carmen, welcome to the program.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. How can I help?
So my husband just recently passed. He was 48 years old.
48?
And on top of, he had a severe asthma attack, which led to an anoxic brain injury.
Oh.
And he was in the hospital on a ventilator. So we brought him home to pass peacefully.
Oh, my God. I'm so sorry.
Right now, thank you. Right now, we're in the middle of putting his celebration of life together.
Mm-hmm.
And he wasn't really close with his father's side of the family. And they're starting to come out of the woodwork at this point in time. But for me, I don't think it's okay for them to show up at his celebration of life. I feel like that they should do their own thing if that's what they want to do. Neither of them have talked to them. None of them have talked to him in all of the years that we've been married, which is over 8 years. So I just kind of wanted to get some advice and see, like, am I in the wrong for telling them that they can't come, or that I don't want them to come, or like, what should my next steps be?
Breathe.
I want to honor him, and I don't think them being there.
Okay,
should...
sweetheart, take a breath.
Okay.
If you want to cancel that whole thing and start all over again and make very specific invitations and have a guard at the door and do all of that, I think that would be a mistake. My thought is that anybody who wants to come to a celebration of life gives a damn. It's not as though they're getting $100 when they walk through the door. So I'm sure, I don't know what happened to make that rift, but perhaps there's enough guilt and longing that they wish to come and be there for that part. Because before these 8 years, there was the rest of his life and growing up, and who knows all the stuff that went down. You're relatively new on the scene.
I mean,
so if you want
we've been together for 14 years. We've only been married
if you
for 8.
want to cause yourself all kinds of aggravation, tell them they can't come. And when they walk through the door anyway, what are you going to do? Have a fight?
No.
Push them out the door? What are you going to do?
I just know that.
What are you going?
He wouldn't want them there.
It doesn't matter what you're saying. He's dead. You're alive. People are coming to this event. Whatever the problems were, they care to experience this with each other. I don't consider that a bad thing.
Okay.
It's a sad thing.
Well, that's what we were going for, is it not being a sad thing, it being a celebration to honor him.
How are you going to muscle,
bring it down?
I hear your feelings. I do not argue with your feelings. I would feel the exact same way. I'm just asking you pragmatically, how are you going to keep them out? The only way I see you could, no, they're not going to listen to you. And you're going to have fights on the phone.
Yeah, okay. Well, we're already having fights, but okay.
Well, then, okay. I understand you're in a lot of pain, and that is guiding your thought here. If you'd like to have a small event in a place with a door that you can control, then you can cancel this and have a separate issue somewhere else where there is a guest list. If you'd like to control it, you're going to have to do that.
Well, I did have a guest list. It is his sister who is inviting these people.
Are you listening
felt
to
that I was too overwhelmed with his celebration of life.
Okay.
Yes, I'm sorry. Yes, I'm listening. I'm taking
I have
everything
nothing more to say. You're argumentative and you're not being practical. But in emotional state you're in, I understand that. You're angry. I understand that. Your next alternative is when you get up, you list the people who you told not to come as sitting there and say, for 14 years you didn't care about him. I don't know why you're showing up tonight.
Okay, so I should wait until they're all there to have that conversation with them?
No, not to have a conversation. I didn't say have a conversation. words matter. I said, when you get up to give your talk, then you can point to them around the room and say, I didn't want you here because I wanted to protect my husband from you coming and act like you actually had a relationship. If you wish the evening to be like that, then you're going to ruin it for the people other than. So I don't see. So you have to stop, pull yourself back, and either pick one of two. One, you just allow everybody in the room and you be nice to everybody. It honors your husband if you're just nice to everybody, instead of turning it into an angry event. Number two, you cancel this and have something a year later and you control the list better.
Okay.
So to me, I see only those choices. Accept everybody who walks through the door and be nice about it, cancel it, and make it a year from now, and just have something in your house with just the people you really want there. And tell his sister, if you're going to think you're going to bring plus 10, it's not happening. I won't let you in my house. So if you want to control it that way, wait a year. I went to a celebration of life that was a year later.
Okay. All right. Thank you. He did. He loved you so much. We listened to you all the time. So I just. Okay. Thank you for taking my call today. And you helped me get through what I guess could have turned out to be a bad situation. And hopefully it will be a better one.
I don't want it to be your last thoughts of the whole thing, the chaos that could ensue.
Yeah, I don't want that either.
Because that'll tear you up forever.
Yeah.
And maybe we could just look at it another way. They were a crappy family, but they finally showed some class.
Okay.
Let's just define it differently.
That way.
Crappy family, finally showing some class.
Okay. I'll try that.
Okay. And I'm terribly
Thank
sorry.
you.
An asthma attack, and then he ended up dying. My number, 1-800-375-2872. Lori, welcome to the program.
Well, hello, Dr. Laura.
Well, hello back.
I am honored. I am honored to speak to you.
Thank you.
I am a devoted listener, and your caller B is lovely.
Thank you.
I need some guidance, please. My 67-year-old husband and I have 3 children. Our eldest is a 36-year-old daughter, retired Olympic athlete. About 5 years ago, she retired. Now she is obese. Our family history is my husband suffered a cardiac arrest 6 years ago. He's had many heart surgeries and procedures.
Wow.
My dad had colon cancer, died at 40. My sister, colon and breast cancer. About 5 months ago, I told my daughter, based on our family history and her obsession with food, eating high-fat snacks, meals, taking food off my plate, gets annoyed at the sound of others eating. I know this isn't Dr. Laura, but I told her I was worried about her health, and I thought she had an eating disorder, and she may want to seek help with OA or a dietitian. And then I know she was mad. I apologized. I told her I was wrong to give input. I said she didn't ask for my opinion. It's not what Dr. Laura would advocate, but she won't speak to me. And she lives 9 hours away. And is there anything I could do to mend a relationship?
No, because you didn't do anything to break it. She's mentally ill.
Oh.
A dietitian is not going to help her. A
Sorry.
psychiatrist would be a better beginning.
Because what
I'm not going to give a
clues
diagnosis on the air, not having met anybody, but what you're describing is a mental illness.
Oh, okay. Okay.
The extremes that a
So-
person has to go to become an Olympic anything, and then having that not be a part of your life, the extreme and the lack of the extreme, she just doesn't want to be, she doesn't want to face what the problems are. So your apologizing means nothing. You didn't do anything wrong, except you're a mom and didn't understand she needs more serious help than that. You might want to do an intervention. I don't care where she lives, but bring her friends, relatives, coaches, on her Olympic team, the other people, whatever, and do an intervention with a psychiatrist or a licensed clinical social worker to get her into treatment. Or else she's probably going to die.
Wow. Oh.
And you can't stop it.
Okay.
So I'm suggesting
No.
an intervention.
Okay.
By the way, what sport was she an Olympic person?
Gold medal winner of a rower
Rowing?
in 26. Yep.
Rowing. Got it. Okay, you have your marching orders now. Go for it. My number, 1-800-375-2872. How do you pronounce your name? A-A-R-R?
No, K-A-R-R.
A-A-R-R. R? That's her real name?
No, with a K.
K.
With a K.
A-R-R. Okay, car. Got it. Okay.
Yes.
All right, how can I help, sir?
Well, you were talking earlier about letting things go, stop carrying things, and I just like to know how I can let go. I destroyed my children's lives by getting them taken away from me and their mother 15, 16 years ago when they're older now. They're 18.
Well, where did they go as opposed to your home? Where did they end up?
Their mother and I relinquished our parental rights, and they were adopted by family members of mine on my side.
I see. Were they kept together and adopted?
Two of them were kept together, and there was 2 girls and 3 boys. And a boy, the oldest girl and oldest boy, went with one of my brothers, and the youngest girl and the other 2 boys went with another brother in Colorado.
Okay, how are they doing? What are they all doing now?
They're all doing great. My oldest daughter is with a fiance of hers. We have a relationship together. The oldest boy, when he was 11, I was able to get custody. He came to live with me. I am 14 years clean and sober. Alcohol and drugs was a problem with our issue.
Okay, can you restate, make believe I just answered your call. Hi, Car. How can I help you? Now, restate the problem.
Laura.
If you listen to the opening of the program, then you know one of the ways I explained how we put things down finally is that we restate it another way. You stated it destroyed, but that's not current reality.
Well,
No. Don't give me well.
yeah.
No. Do you want me to
have-
help you or do you want to fight me?
They have a lot of amnesty.
Do you want me to help you or do you want to fight me?
Yeah, I want you to help me.
Okay, then don't fight me.
I want to be able to let go of
Then
these.
don't fight me. Reframe
Okay.
the opening to this call. Reframe it. Go ahead. I'll wait.
How do I let go of the things?
No, that's not what you did.
I
You
feel
opened the call
guilty
by
of.
saying, all right. You opened it by saying that you destroyed your children. None of them is dead. None of them is in a psychiatric unit
no.
tied to the wall. They all have lives.
Right.
So now frame it from today's perspective, not from the past.
How do I stop continuing?
No, it
to
isn't
hold,
about you.
Um,
Sir, I must not be doing this right because I can't seem to get you to. You started it by saying I destroyed. I'd like you to use some other more current way of describing your
I
kids.
put them into a safe place.
That's right. That's
I
one
put 'em
good
into
thing.
A safe place.
That's one
And
good
they're-
thing. Keep going.
I got them out of a dangerous place.
Keep going. Very good.
That was. I don't know what else to say.
Well, at one kid actually came back to live with you. You left that part out. Do that part.
Yeah.
I got
was
clean
able to
and
have,
sober and took one of my kids back in. Keep going.
Yes.
Keep going.
And now I have a relationship with all of my children.
Thank you. You just let it go by having a relationship with all of your children. So I never want you to say, I destroyed my children.
Boy,
Replace that with, I have a relationship with all of my children. Let me hear you say that again, because you said it first. Say it again.
I have a relationship with all of my children.
That's it.
I tried to explain to my children.
No, I didn't. I'm
why
not. Woohoo!
I
Woohoo!
abandoned them.
Shh, shh.
They tell me, they ask me,
Woohoo!
why did you abandon me, Dad?
Woohoo!
I know.
You now
and
have
I
a.
tell 'em,
Are you
I
going to
didn't
talk over me?
abandon
I'm
you.
just going to freaking hang up on you.
Okay.
I don't tolerate it, okay? I'm trying to help you.
All right.
And you're still fighting me a little bit less. You're doing much better. You asked the question, how do I put it down? You can never forget about it all. There are things for which you have reasonable guilt because you did bad things. However, you are putting it down the moment you say, I have a relationship with all of my children. Now, that took a freaking amount of work. Addicts and druggies and drunks don't come back into the world easily. So that was a lot of effort, too. That you did bad things in the past, damn straight you did. And you'll always have appropriate guilt for being such a shithead. However, that's not where we are today. So you have to put down yesterday so you can fully embrace today.
Yes. Taking responsibility for my actions was a big role in my recovery.
I understand that.
Without
I
doing
need you
that-
just to smile now. I can't see you, but I'm going to imagine it. I just want you to smile now. Just smile. You earned to smile. In spite of having once been a shithead, you now earned the right to smile.
Thank you.
You're welcome. My number, 1-800-375-2872. I'll be right back. Download the Dr. Laura Call of the Day and Dr. Laura's Deep Dive podcasts on my website, drlaura.com, the SiriusXM app, or wherever you listen to podcasts. You know, you might be wondering, when's the best time to start adding collagen to your diet? Well, how about today? Collagen production starts to dwindle in your 20s. By the time you've hit your 50s, decreased collagen contributes to wrinkles, saggy skin, and joint discomfort. Oh, Native Path Collagen can help. It's packed with only type 1 and 3 collagen fibers, the ones your body needs for healthy joints, skin, bones, hair, nails, and gut. Plus, it's a third-party tested for purity with no fillers, no additives, and no artificial junk. 2 scoops a day of Native Path delivers 18 grams of protein. Mix it into coffee, tea, or any drink. It's completely flavorless, easy to use. Right now, get a special bundle deal at a fraction of the retail price, plus free shipping. Available at getnativepath.com/Dr. Laura. That's get, N-A-T-I-V-E, path.com/Dr. Laura. Feel better, look younger. Start your transformation today. Ava, welcome to the program.
Hi, Dr. Laura.
Hi.
Thank you for taking my call.
My pleasure.
And I love you, by the way. And my mom turned me on to you in the early 90s.
Whoa.
Orange County. And you're wonderful. And I'm so glad I have Sirius because
Thank
of
you.
you.
Thank you.
So thank you very much. So my sister came to visit with her husband for 3 nights. And she's my big sister who just got over cancer, I guess, a year ago. But and I'm 61. She's 2.5 years older. And her husband has been with her ever since high school, and I do love him, but he's been just extra overbearing with her. Anyways, but they came.
What does extra overbearing look like? If I walked into the room, what would I see?
Okay. Just he kind of tells you what to do, and he said he'd trim the bushes for us, and with my husband didn't want him to, but he's just like they brought all this food and they cooked, and which was great, for my dad, and barbecue.
Well, what's the part that's overbearing? Because right now I'd like him to come over next weekend and do a barbecue here.
Right. Is that, my sister helps me with gardening and stuff like that. And for the last several years, I haven't had her do any physical labor, and I pay her and everything. So we just are so close, and she helps me around, with my house, with gardening, inside or out. She's been an amazing sister. And I usually, I pay her, I'm like, here, if I, usually when I have the money, and I've given her massages and facials because I used to do that. I still do massage. And so, but she's been.
So I'm still trying to figure out why he's overbearing. I don't know what you're talking about yet. You see, people use words when they come on the program like abusive, and it's something else entirely. So I just need to understand what is overbearing. What does it mean, and what does he do?
He just pretty much tells you what to do, and he also just is and tells Diana, my sister, that don't do that and don't do this, and
I don't call that overbearing. I call that being protective.
I know. And
if you know, why are you calling it overbearing? You're making me nuttier than I normally am.
I know. Thank you. Yes, just. We butt heads our whole life, just because he's so, like I said, domineering, and
now it's domineering. Okay.
I guess more domineering, maybe.
Does she think he's domineering? Has she ever had a personal conversation with you? I mean, I need to understand better.
She appreciates him so much because, he's the breadwinner, but he especially cared for her when she had the cancer, and outside of going to work and stuff, he would just always care for her, and she's a major caregiver. So
why can't you and your husband cut him slack? She thinks he's terrific.
Yes. I know it's my problem, and I need you to kick my butt. It's my problem.
Well, first you called him overbearing, then he's dominating, and yet you can't back it up. And she doesn't think so.
I'm just so independent, even though I'm happy.
Who cares what you are? We're not talking about you. He's not your husband.
I agree. And it's my fault that I let him get to me. And Diana didn't have to do any physical labor at all. I mean, I said, don't. I was just she was helping me stain my fence out front, and I this has been a year, like 4-year project. I mean, I bought it 4 years ago, the stain, all this
Okay,
stuff.
I'm going to put you on hold. I'd really like to get your sister on with you because you're condemning her husband. She doesn't. You want her to be more like you, independent, and she's more interdependent with him. So maybe if we talk to you together, we can make some sense here. Let's try it. Now go do the right thing. Download the Dr. Laura Call of the Day and Dr. Laura's Deep Dive podcasts on my website, drlaura.com, the SiriusXM app, or wherever you listen to podcasts.
Hi there, I'm Stacy, Dr. Laura's content guide.
Have you ever had a problem and wondered, what would Dr. Laura say?
Well, I've been having some marriage problems lately.
I'm no longer speaking to my family because they were mean to my wife.
My husband says he doesn't feel a spark between us anymore, but I just don't know what to do.
Struggling as a stay-at-home mom, dealing with a divorce, managing mother-in-law issues. Just tell Stacy and she'll recommend calls of the day, deep dive podcasts, and even YouTube videos.
I'm seeing a strong theme in Dr. Laura's resources about dealing with family members who are disrespectful or unwelcoming towards a spouse. Which of those topics stand out to you?
Really, I can't wait to hear how Stacy helps you. It's a brave new world. Join me on this journey, and let's make a difference together.